It's the end of August, and looking forward to early season coming in September 19th in my area. I was doing some preseason scouting today, looking for preseason food sources. We've had a fairly dry summer, and I've noticed today some of the acorns are dropping early. It looks like there's going to be a decent amount of acorns in my area, but I want to focus specifically on talking about preseason deer scouting and mast. Okay, and mast are the things that trees produce, the fruit that trees produce, whether it's nuts or other fruits like apples. And I've categorized them into two groups. You have your soft mast, which is apple, pear, black cherry, crabapple, wild grape. That's not all of them. Those are some examples of things that are common that I see in the deer woods where I hunt. Hard mast, we have red oak, beech nut, chestnut, and white oak. Most common type of oak trees and other nut trees in the area that I hunt. These are all preferred foods by deer. If you ever saw a deer under a peach tree, it would amaze you of how much they eat, or an apple tree. I've seen deer take whole apples in their mouth, crush them, two pieces fly out, one on the left, one on the right. They eat the middle section, and then they eat this part that fell on the ground, and they'll just gorge themselves. So if you find food sources like this during early season, you could have a lot of success, especially if the food sources are near a buck bedding area where you've known due to trail camera information or just historical information that bucks have been living and bedding in a certain area near mast trees such as soft or hard. You get yourself in those positions and you could probably have some success early season. Now, the key to this is finding these areas, and a lot of that has to be done in postseason. You can find a tremendous amount of things during the postseason, but the preseason scouting comes in to see what those fruits are actually producing, how that season turned out. You've got to inspect, you've got to know if those apples were successful and those apple trees produced the apples. So you've got to get out there, you've got to do the walking around, you've got to see what's out there. And today I've learned a lot. And focus specifically on the mast, soft and hard, during the preseason and early season hunting. And it has to be near bedding areas. Most bucks don't leave, mature bucks that is, they won't leave their bedding area until very, very close to dark. That last hour, if that, maybe only half hour to 15 minutes, you'll catch these bucks. If you have a food source that's plentiful, such as these, in those areas where you know a big buck is bedding, where you feel secure, you've got to ease in, probably I would say 200 yards of his bedding area if these types of food sources are located near there. Ease in there, try to be undetected as much as possible, because it might be a one and done. If you blow that buck out, he knows you're there, he gets a whiff of you, it's one and done. Early season, you can maybe get away with a little bit more, because there's going to be several weeks that follow. Roughly, if you have about 4 weeks, deer, they'll learn a lot, but their memory and their fear of whatever happened that particular time may go away after 4 weeks, I've learned. So the early food sources you can hunt, but they're not going to be there come end of October, early November, when the rut starts going off. So do your homework, get out there, walk around, do the preseason scouting, find these type of food sources, and you might have some success early on if they're near a buck bedding area, or area where you know that bucks are bedding. Okay, so good luck this year. Time is running out. Summer's just about going. Today's October, or I'm thinking October, but today's August 30th, and September's right around the corner in a couple days. Before you know it, October, and then the end of October will be here. And Halloween for me is typically a time period when I zone in, I focus, and nothing else is on my mind except big bucks and hunting. So good luck. Hope you have a lot of success this year with the upcoming season.